Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are doing a Q&A. We've got some Maccies, and joining us today, we've got some gin. What flavour gin is this? Summer Trifle. So before we get into it, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. But let's not blab, let's not let the food go cold. Actually as well, the reason I chose McDonald's is because Monopoly's on, so a little extra there, we might win some stuff. I did get a drink. I've got an Oasis, so I might put that in the fridge in a bit and just have it later because we're going to be drinking that. 3 chicken selects. Got my fries. Got myself a double quarter pounder. Usually I go for chicken, but I was actually fancy a cheeseburger, normal cheeseburger, throughout the whole of today, and then when I got to ordering it, I was absolutely starving. So we've gone for a double quarter pounder with no pickles because I always pick them out anyway. This is a pudding, by the way. I did order the Millionaire's donut, but that ain't a donut. It's a brownie, but you know, that's fine. Doesn't look like we get a sticker with sticker with that. Fine, right. Let's start with the drink. Have I won? We've got Leicester Square and Fenchurch. Right, I need a chip. No, Pall Mall and King's Cross. Why is there not one on my quarter pounder? I didn't get an instant win on that either. Right, let's see if they're still good. I'm sure they are. Let's get into what you've all come to see. So, I asked questions over my Instagram. What do you guys want to know? So you guys thankfully and very kindly sent in a few. I was worried that I was going to be lonely and get none, but you guys don't let me down. Right, I've got a few that are kind of the same, but I'll do my best to answer as many as possible. Who or what inspired you to start YouTube? I have watched YouTube for, watched vlogs and stuff on YouTube for years, and I love Megan Grubb. She's basically the one, I've mentioned her a few times in my vlogs. She's basically the reason why I started YouTube, just because I would just love, she has like the coziest vlogs from now till like spring, and it's so nice just to be able to sit down and just watch her on a cozy evening. And she does the occasional food, well she's like fitness, food, cozy, basically all lifestyle. So yeah, she does food stuff as well. And then I also loved watching the 10,000 calorie challenge, hence why that's my first video. I came across a few other foodie sort of YouTubers, which I love their channels, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it has worked out, and I'm very glad I did it. That kind of brings me on to this next, one of the next messages. How to start YouTube. Basically, just go for it. I know that's easier said than done, but hang on one moment, I just need some gin. If I'm honest, the more you think about it, the more you get put off, because the more you just get worried about it. Well, that's what I was like anyway. I was just worried that people were going to judge me and be horrible, but they're not. I did obviously a bigger sort of video for my first one. Sorry, I need 2 hands for this bit. I did the 10,000 calorie challenge, my first ever video, and then I just started doing vlogs, and I did a couple of food ones. I'm kind of going off track here, but I did a couple of food ones and noticed that the food ones were kind of getting more views than the vlogs. So I kind of carried on doing the food, and that's kind of where it's got me today. I do love doing vlogs though, because I love watching them. I love watching the food ones, but I love both. So, but I can still tell the difference between the food videos that I put on compared to the vlogs. But doesn't mean I'll stop doing any vlogs. It just yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is just do what makes you happy, what you enjoy filming. So basically, to start, film something that you enjoy, maybe you enjoy watching and you think it's like an easy one to do, and just go for it. Film that video and just close your eyes and click upload, because you won't regret it. I love doing it. This is a good one. What is your fave food? And I'm quite glad this one's here, because I've also seen another one Just what's your favourite takeaway? So I'm glad that both of them were in there, because I would have struggled just answering what's your favourite food, because the varieties and situations that you could put me in and ask that question, it's hard. Like my favourite, is it savoury food, sweet food? Favourite sweet food, I'm a chocolate over sweets kind of gal. Kinder, and then Galaxy, then Dairy Milk. Can't just give you one answer. Favourite food, cheese. I really like cheese. All the varieties of cheese, a bit camembert, a bit of warm bread, dipping it in. Yeah, that's a tough one. Not tough, but I'm just not very good at making decisions, sorry. So onto my other one. What's your favourite takeaway? A Chinese. Chow mein, chicken fried rice, sweet and sour chicken. Oh, chocolate chip. To the next one, leading on from my food questions. Why do you want to lose weight? Oh, this is cute. You are perfect and pretty the way you are. Firstly, thank you very much. It's really hard to like read compliments about yourself. Am I the only one that thinks that? It's really strange. Want to lose weight? I always think like I'm comfy, none of my clothes are tight. But if someone said, do you want to go swimming tomorrow and put on a bikini? I would, but I wouldn't feel like confident. I think it's just all about feeling confident. As it is at the moment, I probably keep saying it throughout the videos. I'm gonna get back on it. I haven't got back on it yet. Wow, look at that, look at the size of that burger. I think a simple burger without all the sauce dripping out. I was gonna have a big tasty, but they're very messy and hard to eat on camera. One of these, can't beat it. How did you and your boyfriend meet? It was a very long time ago, nearly 11 years ago. We've been together 11 years in November. I think it was mutual friends. If I'm honest with you. One of my ex-boyfriends, so when I was about 15, 16, you know when you used to think you were wicked and sit in town when you were that age? I hope like some people watching this are agreeing with me and understand what I mean, but sit around town and get like a bottle of cider from Tesco's. We were doing that. I was just with a load of my friends, and Josh, my current boyfriend, came along with his friends, and basically they sat with us and started chatting. Actually, one of my best friends at the time, she was Josh's cousin, so that's why he kind of spoke to us. And basically, I didn't do anything, but I thought he was really good looking, so I added him on Facebook when I got home that night. We never ever spoke, apart from when me and my ex-boyfriend then split up. Josh slid right into the DMs and asked me if he could take me out, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm a single gal, take me out. And the rest is history. We went to the cinema and we went and watched Insidious. Is it Insidious? No, Paranormal Activity. But I know you're probably thinking, why would you watch a scary film as your like first date? I had already watched it. Didn't tell him that. So basically I knew when all the jumpy bits were coming so I could act all brave. Would you like to have a family of your own one day? Yes, absolutely, definitely. I would love to have children. If and when, if we're able to, I would love to have children and a family. There's another like YouTube related question. Kind of already answered it, but what made you decide to start doing YouTube and also to do find videos? I think mainly like, how do you find videos basically? Obviously I've already said what made me decide to do it, but if I'm honest with you, finding like ideas of videos to do sometimes gets very tough, and I do not know how people upload like 3 times a week. I wonder, well, I suppose it's that is their job, whereas it's not my job. I'm kind of doing it, I'm just doing it in my free time. Watching other people on YouTube, you kind of get ideas of what they're doing. And there's always like a popular sort of theme, like, you know, the ones that, like the challenges where eat a certain colour or eat this many calories or whatever. I'll be honest, sometimes it's tough to think of a video, really tough. So when you guys comment going, oh, you should do one of these, it's very much appreciated. Best thing you've watched this year? That's a tough one. Films? Series? Best thing in life I've seen happen? I actually don't know. Shouldn't have picked that question, should I? Because I'm not sure. Some good series that I've watched. But I literally can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of when I actually watched stuff like Squid Games. I find that good on Netflix. And, oh my gosh, what's that other one called? Money Heist. Love that. I don't really think any new, like, big new films have come out this year that I've watched. I would like to go and watch some. Like Maverick, I haven't seen that. You're not asking what I haven't seen. Yeah, I'm afraid I should have just skipped that question because I'm not sure. What are your favourite holiday destinations? Either where you've been or would like to go to. Where I'd like to go to, at some point, I would love to go to New York, like at Christmas, proper, you know, shopping at Christmas. And I would love to go to the Maldives. Like, who wouldn't want to go to the Maldives? Once again, shock. I don't have a favourite place, one favourite place. I'm going to go for two, because there's two different types of holidays, so I suppose it's actually one. Summer holiday, my favourite place is Cyprus. I think I've been about 5 or 6 times. Went a couple of times with my parents when we were younger, and then when me and Josh were together, we went there. Cyprus, I love it. Like, if we get married, it'll be in Cyprus. Nothing on this thing yet, but if we get married, it'll be in Cyprus. That's my ultimate favourite sort of summer destination. And skiing holidays. We only started going skiing last year, so last year? No, we didn't. We only started going skiing a few years ago, so we haven't been to like loads of different places. I think we've been for like 5 years. But my favourite place is going to be the first ever place that we went to. I think just because it holds like, do you guys get that? Sorry, I'm not even looking at you. When I'm like thinking of stuff, I'm looking over at my sink. Bit weird, but do you guys get like a favourite sort of place? Might not be like the most amazing place, but because it's like maybe your first time there, or like the memories that you've had there, that becomes your favourite. So my favourite place for a winter holiday is Austria. Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? What would you like to achieve? Happiness and healthiness. That's deep, isn't it? I haven't even had that much gin. I'd love to have a family, or to have started some sort of family. At the moment, we're definitely not ready. As much as I would love a baby, and everyone kind of says I would love a baby, we're definitely not ready at the moment. But in the next few years, I hope that we've maybe got a baby, or we're ready for a baby if we're able to have a baby. Maybe another little doggo. Maybe. He's my little baby at the moment. I hope YouTube to grow big. My dream would be literally like to have YouTube as a job, but I shouldn't say it, but in my mind I don't think that would ever happen. I shouldn't doubt myself, but you know, you always just think, well, how would that even happen to me? I'm not lucky enough. But I'll keep trying. But yeah, that's where I would like to see myself. Happy, healthy, maybe with a family, and loving to do like a job like this full time. What is your job? I work in housing, and I'm a coordinator. Pre-COVID, I was in the office every day. I would sometimes work from home, but the majority of my time, I'd maybe work from home like twice a month, if that. But my majority of the time would be in the office. COVID hit, there's lots of different offices we had, and the office that I was in was a very small one, and they were planning on closing it at some point anyway, but when COVID hit, it kind of just wiped it really quickly. So my nearest office is about an hour away now, which is why I work from home the majority of the time. So I work from home 4 days a week and then go to the office once. Been a bit difficult recently because I've not had a car. My boyfriend's been using my car, but yeah. I work in housing, boring office, 8 to 4 job, but pays the bills, you know. Oh, I like this one. Best quote to live by. Only been recently I've kind of thought the truth in this. But I believe in, if it doesn't matter in, I can't remember what you're going to have to not hold me to this because I don't know if it's 5 or 2. But if it doesn't matter in 5 years, don't waste 5 minutes on it. Or doesn't matter, it won't matter in 2 years, then don't waste 2 minutes on it. I don't know which number it is, but I think that is very, very true. And I'm trying to tell myself that because I get really, sometimes I do get really anxious. Like I remember, like, I think back to when I was at school and I had like a test the next day. I would go to bed feeling sick and not wanting to go to school the next day for like a 10-minute test, or having to stand up in class and say something. I would get so anxious. But then when it's done, you're like, oh, that was literally like 3 minutes of my life. And thinking about it now, like, why was I so scared about that? But obviously everyone's kind of scared of their own sort of thing. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to tell myself that, and to like, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, let's say 2 years, because 5 years is quite far away, but if it doesn't matter in 2 years, don't waste 2 minutes over it. That's a good one, I think. Let's go for my pudding. That's pretty good. Favourite restaurant? I got two. I'm a very simple girl. Number one, Frankie and Benny's. I think it's a 50-50 sort of thing for people. A lot of people don't like it, but me and Josh love it. Frankie and Benny's, and then one that's quick and easy, Nando's. Can't go wrong with the cheeky Nando's. How old are you? Wow, you should never ask a woman their age. 27. That's why you shouldn't ask women their age, because they can't remember. I'm 27, I'm going to be 28 in a couple of weeks. 3rd of October. Final question. This is a really cool one. Would you rather, I love a would you rather question, but this one's actually pretty cool. Some of them are like, would you rather scissors as fingers or knives as toes? Like, I would rather none of them. So this one's good. So to the person who sent this in, thank you very much. And well done for thinking such a good would you rather. Would you rather go into the past and meet family, or go into the future and meet your future family? I think I would rather go into the past and see my past family, because I don't know anyone in my future family yet. Never met them. Funny that. But that's nice to keep that as a surprise. Like, imagine if I went forward and I knew that I was going to have 6 children and all of them were going to be boys. Like, I don't want to know that. So definitely go to the past and see some of the family. They say family, so see my family members that we've lost, and meet family that I've never met before because maybe they passed away before I was born. Family that meant a lot to my family. I would love to just meet them. Yeah, let's go back into the past. So that was the final question that I'm going to answer this evening, because I think this is going to be very long. Well, it's going to be very long for me to edit anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've given you enough information about myself. But if you guys would like to see another one, then please let me know. But yeah, that is the end of the video and nearly the end of my gin. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. But yeah, cheers. I will see you in my next video.